Hey kids, Dad here, coming to you on Monday, July 20th, 2026, 9:08 a.m. It's a beautiful Monday morning down here in Winnebago, Minnesota at Bravo Zulu House. And I had an awesome weekend, an awesome day yesterday. Had a chance to run a 10K, got to do some book work with a couple of guys. I got to see Brandon Denny, Weston's dad, Reed's dad, May's dad, Cora's dad from Alexandria. Got to meet him up for dinner last night. He was taking Weston to a wrestling camp down about a half hour from here. So that was neat. Getting to spend some time with him, have some laughs, catch up about the kids. Really nice, really nice. Told him all about what you guys are up to. It's good stuff. But today, here to talk about Step 6. Step 6 in the 12-step program that I continue to work. Step 6 is being entirely ready to have God remove your defects of character. So that's a mouthful. But quick recap. Step 1, Dad, you're fired from running the show. Step 2, figuring out power greater than me. Step 3, putting that power in charge. Step 4, looking at myself, looking inside, reflection, my fears, things that make me angry, my personal relationships. Step 5, talking about those with another human being, sharing them. So then out of that, as I think I referenced in step 4 and 5, you start to recognize some of these character defects. These, what we call character defects. They're basically personality traits that are not good, that do not serve me, they do not serve others, they do not serve God. So for me, a lot of those character defects revolved around ego, my sense of self, ego, thinking I'm a big deal. And a lot of that was rooted in insecurity, fear and insecurity. So after I talk about those with another guy, in my case, talked about with Ryan, a guy named Ryan, my what we call a sponsor, kind of like a mentor or a big brother. Then our book tells us we're supposed to take 1 hour. Right after we talk about him with someone, we take 1 hour. It's interesting because it's the one part in the book where it tells us a specific time frame. Normally it says things like do it now, do it immediately, do it at once. But it says take 1 hour and reflect. So I remember after going through that sharing with Ryan about my fears, my resentments, my personal relationships, I sat down for an hour. I had no music. I had no TV. I sat in Larry's basement in Rosemount, Minnesota, on the couch. I just kind of sat back into like a meditation position. I set a timer on my phone, or an alarm. I think I set the alarm for like an hour 5 or an hour 10 just to be safe. And I just sat there and I closed my eyes and I reflected on each of the steps and what I had done so far. Had I truly fired myself from running the show, had I decided my life is unmanageable, had I really come to believe that something other than myself, something more powerful than myself, could restore me to sanity, had I made a decision to turn my will and life over to the care of that higher power, in my step 4, my inventory, did I include everything that I was afraid of, everything that I was angry about, all my personal relationships that I had harmed, done damage to? And I included everything. Did I left anything off? And then in sharing that, in my step 5, sharing it with another person, was there anything that I didn't tell him? Had I kept something to myself? And for all of those questions I asked myself over that hour, I spent probably 5 minutes thinking through them. Probably spent 10 or 15 minutes thinking through my lists. And I did open my eyes at one point and looked back over my lists. And I was pretty confident that I hadn't left anything out, that I hadn't taken any shortcuts, that I had done it as thoroughly and fearlessly as I possibly could. And that's step 6. It's kind of that 1 hour rest stop to sit and reflect and review and say, have I done everything so far to the fullest of my abilities? And did I have a firm grasp on these defects, this ego, this sense of insecurity and fear that was suffocating me daily? Did I have other defects? Dishonesty. Ooh. That was a big one too. Tendency to be dishonest. And sometimes dishonesty isn't lying. Sometimes dishonesty isn't always making up stories that aren't true. Sometimes it's just not telling the truth, right? The lies of omission. Not telling somebody something that you should probably tell them. That can be a form of dishonesty, absolutely. I had a lot of that. I had a lot of things I wasn't telling people. I had a lot going on in here, that I wasn't telling people. Because again, it was that ego, right? I was trying to act like I was invincible. Like I had it all figured out. When really, like I said yesterday, I was just a scared shitless little kid. Didn't know what he was doing. So, step 6, having done that review, that reflection on my work so far, could confidently answer yes, I was ready for step 7. But we'll talk about that one tomorrow. In the meantime, I love you kids so much. Hope you're having a wonderful July. It's going to be a fantastic week. It's going to be a very special week. And prayers for my friend Nick H. over in Rochester, if you can, kids. He's got a big week as well. So he's definitely in my prayers this week. So love you kids so much. We'll talk soon.